Welcome to the Scoreboard. I'm Ben Roof. We are here at Battle Mountain High School on a windy Thursday afternoon. We're here for a varsity baseball game against Aspen High School. It's a rivalry between the two mountain schools, so we're going to catch some highlights, talk to some players after the game. Why don't you tag along? We are here on the Scoreboard with Coach Jeff Townsend of the Battle Mountain varsity baseball team, and you guys just had a big win against Aspen. How does that feel to win?
You know, it actually feels great. The boys, the beginning of the season was a little bit of a struggle, and they're starting to gel as a team. This is the second win in a row. Felt great. A few things that we could do better, but honestly, we came out, played pretty hard, came back, answered every time the other team scored, and ended up winning.
So it's been a little bit of a tough season weather-wise, just from the get-go, right? We've had a lot of cold weather, a lot of snow. I mean, it was freezing just a couple days ago. How has that presented any unique struggles for the team, kind of getting the season off the ground, trying to get everything working?
Yeah, so it has been a tough season. Been a great snow year, but it's been a tough season for baseball. And it's a tough place to play baseball, honestly. Most of our practices, really until April 12th, we had not been on our own field. So we hadn't been able to practice outside really at all. So we've only been outside for a couple of weeks. And in that 2 weeks since we got outside, the performance of the team has changed pretty dramatically. And I think that a couple of things happen when you're stuck inside with 35 high school guys after 40 some odd practices in a gymnasium. You get cabin fever, and it's just tough. Being able to be outside of the last couple of weeks has been a huge benefit to us, our morale, and our level of play.
I imagine it's nice to play some outside baseball, finally. What do you guys do when you're inside? How's the practices look like for, not make the joke, but inside baseball?
Sure. So a couple of different things. We're usually in the gymnasium. We have a drop-down hitting net there. So what we try to do is break into groups to focus on different skills. One day we may focus primarily on defense, trying to run some defensive plays, defensive skills. Next day may be completely focused on hitting. And we throw as many bullpens as we can. And so trying to get the players' arms in shape for the season is a big part of coming out and actually being able to win. And so we try to utilize the gym as best we can. So a lot of focus on hitting, a lot of focus on pitching.
When you're not playing on your home field, are you taking advantage of one of the local turf fields? Do you end up having to go all the way up to Eagle, or where do you guys end up playing?
Yeah, so at the beginning of this season, I think we had 3 or 4 home games that were played down at Eagle Fairgrounds, and it doesn't ever feel like a home game unless you're on your home field. And so we played 3 or 4 down there. We were fortunate enough, in the valley to have that facility, but it's not like playing at home. And so it's a different surface. It's all turf. It's not grass. And so we go down there until the weather actually breaks, and then we can get on our own field. Hopefully, it would be nice if it would actually start warming up a little bit, and it could be a little bit warm, but every single game that we have managed to play, it's been cold and or snowing.
Well, I imagine that it's nice to be at the home field too, especially since it's such a nice facility. I mean,
Sure.
you guys have some beautiful grass, some beautifully maintained facilities. How does that feel to be here and to really be able to take advantage of such a great facility you guys have?
It makes all the difference. I mean, if we're playing at home, we can get out early. We can actually take batting practice prior to the other team getting here. We can get warmed up. We can actually utilize the time prior to the game. Instead of traveling, getting somewhere, getting off a bus, trying to get loose as quick as we can use our own facilities. And, the kids, the boys on the team, everybody loves to play at home. We have fans, the parents get to watch, and so it makes a huge difference from a morale standpoint. And the good news is we only have left in the season a couple of away games. So if you want to come out and watch Huskies baseball, we'll be at home almost the entire rest of the season.
Thank you so much to the athletes who took the time to talk to us after today's game. That's all the time we have for today's update. Don't forget to catch us here next time on the Scoreboard.